Big Bad Toy Store has a massive selection of toys like action figures, statues, and a lot of geek stuff. So make sure to buy your toys at Big Bad Toy Store. I put a link in the description down below, so go check them out.
Hey, what is going on? Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here, happy May the 4th. If you haven't seen me before, by the way, my name is Vanz, and my passion is to spark interest in toy collecting by giving tips and smarter ways to collect through online video. And on this channel, I usually talk about Star Wars toys, new and upcoming action figures. I do toy vlogging, toy hunting, and toy reviews. And if this is something that you enjoy, start now by subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell so you won't miss anything. So I just got my package from the mail. I pre-ordered this for quite some time now, and I'm just glad that it's here. So on today's episode of Who's That Fig, we're gonna do a quick look of who this figure is, and we're gonna do a quick unboxing as well. I pretty much know who this is, but we're family here. We're gonna do this all together, because that's how we do it on this channel. I'll be doing a review on this figure as well, so make sure to stick till the end of the video, for I'll be discussing about accessories, aesthetics, and articulation coming up. Let's open this up. And here you have it. I love the Gaming Greats line. It really looks beautiful. I mean, it's not your normal black and red line box. I find the design of the box of the Black Series Phase 3 very poor. So it's different with the Gaming Greats Black Series figures. I would say this is something that you can really display. Really awesome. And it kind of looks perfect. I don't know. It looks unique. Really nice. So again, I've been waiting for this for quite some time, and I actually pre-ordered the Jedi Knight Raven and the Battle Droid as well. So I'm still waiting for that. I ordered two of these. One is going to stay inside the box, and this one is going to be unboxed for review. So let's check this figure out. Starting from the bottom, you'll see Hasbro's logo, the Force Unleashed logo, Stormtrooper Commander, an image, Gaming Greats, and Star Wars The Black Series logo. On the left side of the box, you'll see the Gaming Greats logo, Stormtrooper Commander, and a barcode. On the right side of the box, you'll see Stormtrooper Commander in blue and in watermark background. At the back of the box, you'll see Hasbro and Disney's logo, attention, Star Wars Force Unleashed logo, an image, Stormtrooper Commander introduction, and the Star Wars Black Series logo. Alright, out of the box, here's how the figure looks. And it came with two accessories, which is a rifle and a blaster. And let's look at the rifle real quick. You can see a very good wash there. There's a black and a silver finish, right? That's a very nice wash on there. Really good. And it came with a blaster as well. So the blaster does not have that kind of wash, but it does have a matte black finish. And there's also a silver detail in here, but not much detail, but that's alright. The sculpt of the blaster is really nice though. But as for the
details, there's not much. It's just plain matte black. So let's look at the figure itself. All I can say is, wow, that is a very good looking figure. You can see a weathered look in this. You can see some battle damage and good weathering look on the figure. Not the best, but at least it's there. Alright, you can see on this part, you can see on some part of the armor, there's some battle damage detail, as well as you can see on the shoulder shoulder plate, and on the armor as well. So there's battle damage effect on the armors, and it's not just, it's actually everywhere. As you can see on the right side of the leg, there's also some battle damage effect, as well as at the back. So when it comes to details, I really like the detailing on this figure, and it looks really nice. The paint app as well is okay. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's okay. It's really nice actually. You can see onto the helmet, and it's painted really nicely. So that's the front of the helmet. Okay, let's look into the back. Even at the back, it's painted really nicely. Alright, you can see some weather effect in here, like mud or something on top of the helmet, and also some, this kind of looks like a blast, the after effect of a blast. That's how it looks. So the weathering and details of this figure is really nice. The sculpt is good also. So aesthetically speaking, this is a pretty good looking figure. This is actually my first Stormtrooper commander. I plan on collecting everyone, but the price is just insane. So, but I'll try my best to acquire everything, because I kind of I kind of think that the Stormtrooper commanders are really cool, especially if you're able to collect them. Alright, so that's the aesthetics. Let's look into the articulation, and the head articulation in this figure is really nice. As you can see, there's no hindrance. The motion in the head is there, and this is actually a hinge, but they did use, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but they did use a bigger ball joint. Yeah, it's a bigger ball peg compared to your normal Black Series peg, which is kind of small, and it did work out pretty well on this figure. As you can see, look at that motion, look at that range, very nice. You can definitely see the motion in there. See, so the head articulation is really good. As for the shoulders, it is the completely opposite, because as you can see, the shoulder plate is hitting the armor, and that is the reason why you cannot extend the arms. All right, there's not much, you cannot lift this up, so that's as far as it can get. All right, but there is a bicep swivel. We do have a bicep swivel on this figure. All right, and full rotation on the arms is definitely possible. All right, it's connected by the normal hinge and a hinge and a ball swivel. All right, we do have a double jointed elbow, double hinge elbow. in here, and let's see the range in this. That's for the both elbows. We do have double hinges for this figure. Pretty much it's okay, the range is okay. All right. And as for the wrist, it's definitely the normal left horizontal hinge. We do have a swivel, yes, and the right vertical hinge. All right, so we do have blasters and a rifle as an accessory. This should have been a vertical hinge on the left. That should be for both hands, both wrists, I mean. All right, so double jointed, double hinge. All right, elbows, okay, wrist. So as for the torso section, we do have, this is a ball joint, okay, a single ball joint on top. You can see the motion in there. That's because of the ball peg, but this is definitely a single one, and this is most likely a ball and a hinge torso joint. Okay, so you can do not that much range, as you can see. All right, so that's as far you can bend forward, backwards. That's as far as it can get. It doesn't even look like it's far. It looks like it's just standing, but at least the motion is there. All right. Okay, so onto the hips. We do have, okay, so for the hips, let me see if I can bring this up though. Okay, I cannot bring this up. So there's gonna be not that much of a range because of the belt. It's hitting the legs, so it doesn't give you that much of a range. That's a Y split, right? That's very common for Black Series figures, and again, Hasbro should do a better job on that. And I doubt that even without this, it'll do a T split. I really doubt it. All right. Okay, so we do have this. Oh, by the way, you can put the blaster in here. The blaster you can put in here. All right. So we do have a cut in here. We do have a swivel, thigh swivel. Okay, and this one you cannot bring this forward because let me see if I can do some. Yeah, you can do like this, but it kind of looks odd, right? But if you do it forward, okay, it's the tip of the armor is gonna hit onto the belt, so definitely that's not possible. Okay, so he can lift his leg this much. All right, backwards, it's hitting the not that much as well because it's hitting the armor at the back, so there's limited range on the legs as well. All right, but with the thigh swivels are there. We do have a double jointed knees for both, and that's a pretty good range. All right, and we do have a hinge and ankle rockers. Okay, so articulation, not the best, not the worst as well, because I really like the articulation on the head, so they did something about this. And if you haven't watched the Fan First Friday, I do have a video on that, so you can actually check on it, and I'll put the description. Put a link on top right of your screen. All right, just click on that, and there's this new upcoming clone figures, clone troopers, and Eric, who is the product designer of the figures, did mention that they did a better articulation on the stormtroopers, because as you can see, this is a very good example that due to the design, due to the mold of the figure, there is limited articulation. All right, so he did specifically mention the shoulder part, and on this case you cannot even lift his arms, right, because the armor is hitting the shoulders. All right, so I'm very excited on that, because I want to see how they improve the articulation and the troopers, and I want to see the joints as well, because it wasn't specific about it, but it did mention there's a change with the articulation, so they made it better. So I'm not sure if they did a better job with the mold. With the mold, they did mention that, but with regard to the joints that they used, they didn't mention about it. But if they can do both, if they can improve the joints, and that would be great. All right, I was looking at the Luke Dagobah as well. I think they did use a ball joint onto the wrist, and that's gonna be cool, because you can definitely do a better motion in the hands. All right, especially with the wrists. And as for this figure, that's basically it. I mean, aesthetically, this is really good, but the articulation is not that good, right? You can there's gonna be a limit posing this figure when it comes to posing, but it's overall it's a good figure. I mean, the articulation onto the torso and onto the head is okay. The main problem is just the shoulders and the legs. All right, but the figure is really good. All right, so I think that's it, and again, may the 4th be with you guys. And I'm really excited with the new and upcoming figures, and I'm gonna have to check on the website today, May 4th. Maybe there's gonna be new reveals, because they did mention that, so make sure to check on it as well so that you won't miss it. There's a lot of reveals as well, so it'll be interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. Lots of figures, especially in the Black Series line. And I think that's it, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you already did, hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated with future videos. And I'd like to thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time.